Good morning, January 18th, 2025, 7:30 in the morning. We're in Patchogue, Long Island, getting ready for Bluepoint Brewery 10-mile run. This is actually I think it's the 6th time I've done this run. It's always in January. Weather's always different. One year it was like 0. This is actually worse because it's like 38 degrees, so it's one of those like, you're probably gonna warm up too much. That's just a weird temperature. It's either like, hey, cold, I'll layer up, or, you know, warm and let's go. But it's gonna be one of those. I'll probably be overdressed. But anyway, I just got some coverings on now. We're gonna get ready in a few minutes. Why it's important for me for this race? It's a 10-miler, very weird distance. I don't know. It's just, for me, it's a fast race. It's a hard effort. It's good because I've done this so many years in a row, where I'm able to use it as kind of like a fitness test, just to see where I'm at and where all the stats are and the heart rate goes and first pace and that, just to see where I'm at as a starting point for the year. And then we kind of go off of that leading into the training season. So what we got today, I never feel good on race day. It's just one of those things, and then you just kind of hammer down and see where the chips fall. So we'll see what happens. We're looking, the last 2 years I've done in 107 and change total time for this. We'll see what we got in me today. But I guess really the ultimate goal would be to be in a good spot to be under 7 minutes a mile for the whole thing. So we'll see where that lands at the end of this. Got a lot of good reasons to be out here today. That why is strong today. It's not just for me. I do this, you know, in the back of my head. I put people there throughout the day, you know, just thinking about them, and for people that really can't be out there today because of certain reasons. So that's what I got going on today. Let's get down there. I got to warm up, get to the start line. We got about 40 minutes before race start, and then let's have at it. Let's get after it. I'll see you afterwards. Well, that was a grind. This race, the distance for me, 10 miles, is just weird. It's between a 10K and a half marathon. It's like and for the pace that I can run it at now, or have run it at, you know, just being over an hour, under an hour 10, between that 105, 110 range would be where I would anticipate to finish. It's just like an extended threshold run at max capacity if you're really going to run it for your ability. My very close the last 2 years in time, like within seconds. The average pace was nearly identical at 6:46 per mile. And just pull up here. Went out a little too hot. Didn't want to, but on those days, I was holding back, but was still below the 6:46 pace. So it's kind of one of those Jesus take the wheel plans, like I say. It just turns into one of those days where you're like, all right, you've made your bed at that pace for the day. You think you're feeling good. Start putting money in the bank. So first mile 6:28, and in my head then I'll put in, all right, I got 18 seconds in the bank. I'm 18 seconds below the goal. Second mile, 6:32. I was able to put in 14 more seconds in the bank. 6:36 for the next one, 10 more seconds in the bank. 6:38, 8 seconds in the bank. 6:40, 6 more seconds in the bank. So we're getting close to about like a minute. 6:46 for mile 6, dead on. Unfortunately, I started to fall off at mile 7 and 8. 6:55, 6:56, so started dipping into the reserve there. My buddy Brian was out there, and super fast. I saw him on one of the turns. I saw him coming, and I was alone. There wasn't really anybody near me. He passed me. I wasn't going to be able to stay with him, I knew that, but just having him up there as a carrot and holding me accountable for the last couple miles really helped out. Mile 9, was able to get back close to the goal pace, 6:49, and then somehow pulled out the last mile at a 6:29 to put some in the bank. When I was getting close to the last turn, I noticed that I would be very close to 107 for total time. When I was able to see the finish line, it was you know, like 30 seconds away, and just kind of gassed it like hard for the last 400 meters. Wound up coming in again 6:29 the last mile, and I don't have the official results yet, but it should have been 1:06:59, I believe. That's at least what my watch had. We'll see what if the official time was below 1:07, and I must say that was, you know, 95+% of what I had out there. There's a few times where I was like, is this going to be the wall that you hit, that you really don't ever get close to, because I'm a little conservative with my pacing plans and things like that. But that's how today went. That means training is good. We're in a good spot. Another year older, but still chipping away at the block. And that's the tale of the story. It's not about how fast I went today, because this could be someone who was just trying to beat 2 hours at this distance. It's just about incrementally chipping away and coming up with a goal, and not shooting for the moon where you're going to miss. It's just good, confident goals, good, confident race finishes out there. That's what we're looking for. What's up next? I told you it was a little bit of a secret, but now we're 1 week away. Supposed to be going with 2 friends next week to a local marathon in a park nearby. It's literally going to be a mind game, because it's going to be 8 loops of the park, 26.2 miles. The one girl that we're running with is looking to shoot for a Boston qualifying time of sub 3:35. So that means we have to run about an 8:16 average pace. I have a pacing plan together, so I should be able to help them pace for that. And you know, the strength in numbers, we're going to see how she does. She's an amazing trail runner, shooting for this road race for this accomplishment. So that's going to be next week, and I'm definitely going to film the video for the day. So this video is really a prequel to that. So stay tuned, because that's going to be pretty cool to see if we can hold on and do that pacing throughout the day, and have, you know, an awesome day for her, and kind of document how we go and if we're hitting the time, and how, you know, documenting through the pacing for the day, and see how that goes. And then we got another weekend after that, and then I believe it's the 50K in Arizona. So it's going to come up quick. So the good thing about next week, it's going to be, for me, more of a high moderate zone 2 long effort, 3.5 hour effort, controlled on the road. So I think that's just going to be a big, good bulk of last aerobic training for that 50K. So I think it will work out in the plan very well, and always good to be able to help a friend out as well. Thanks for tuning in. I know there wasn't much race footage out there. It's just because on these fast road races, I am bringing the camera with me, that's for sure. I was just close to holding on for dear life. Congratulations, everybody. We had good weather today. So everybody stay safe out there. Stay healthy. Keep bouncing out life 1 mile at a time. I'll catch you on the next one.